ฝากกดติดตามและกดไลค์กดแชร์ CBN Thailand
Well, here at home, Congress passed a measure on aid for Israel last night. The vote came amid a growing split among Democratic politicians and voters for support for Israel. Some party members are criticizing the Israeli response, and they're calling for a ceasefire. Capitol Hill correspondent Matt Galka brings us that story from Washington.
The warmongers are out, y'all. They are ready. They want to kill and not stop. It's pure insanity.
Michigan Democrat and Congress's only Palestinian American Rashida Tlaib's rhetoric and participation in this recent pro-Gaza rally at the Capitol has been met with swift backlash. Members of Tlaib's own party have pushed back against her stance, and an effort led by Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene to censure Tlaib failed this week. She's now also seeing attack ads in her congressional district, like this one from Democratic Majority for Israel.
Her legislation will allow the terrorists to rearm themselves.
Missouri Democrat Cori Bush, another squad member, has also spoken out against the Israeli response, posting on social media, "We can't be silent about Israel's ethnic cleansing campaign." Her own party leader, Hakeem Jeffries, rejected the accusation.
Israel is not conducting an ethnic cleansing campaign. Israel is not engaged in genocide. Israel was brutally attacked in the most horrific way on October 7th. It has resulted in the largest loss of Jewish life since the Holocaust. And Israel is in a position where it is responding and going after Hamas. That is a necessary and urgent project for it to complete. At the same time, we are, of course, going to make sure that we are providing the humanitarian assistance necessary to Palestinian civilians who may be in harm's way.
Both House members could end up facing primary challengers because of their actions, with a Democrat Political Action Committee looking to potentially back opponents. While President Biden has stood firmly behind Israel, the progressive divide comes as Congress weighs military defense packages. Thursday, the House took up a $14.3 billion bill, with the GOP seeking to offset the Israel funding by rescinding money to the IRS.
It's been kind of disturbing to us. I've heard Democrats suggest that there needs to be a ceasefire. Let us be clear. We've been very clear about this. There was a ceasefire. It was before October 7th, and Hamas broke it, and Israelis suffered unspeakable acts of evil, as you've heard even recounted here this morning. Israel doesn't need a ceasefire. It needs its allies to cease with the politics and deliver support now.
Analysis by the Congressional Budget Office determined lost revenue by the IRS cuts would actually add to the national debt over the next 10 years. The Democrat-led Senate will likely pair Israel and Ukraine aid, and House Democrats want defensive support for Israel with no strings attached.
That's why this House should send a clean bill to the Senate. Instead, Speaker Johnson is willingly jeopardizing Israel's security by making support for Israeli assistance contingent on issues totally unrelated to its security. He's taken an unprecedented step and one with potentially fatal consequences.
12 Democrats ended up defying leadership and helped pass that Israel aid package out of the House. Although some did openly admit they didn't like the IRS cuts, Jared Moskowitz, a Florida Democrat, said he could see the political mailers now saying you chose the IRS over Israel, and he wouldn't take the bait. Matt Galka, CBN News.